details, and it was a continuing dream all night that was just rearranging and restructuring all these details to make different day. It was just weird, but it seemed to correspond with what I was feeling. So I got up, and I did not feel 100%, but at least my fever was gone. Still felt that residual kind of, all right, well, I'm still not right, but still no symptoms of any sort. And went on about my day. Took it easy, pretty easy all day. Like I said, slept, got about 11 hours of sleep. Took another nap in the morning, about an hour and a half. Went and had some lunch, came home, took another little nap, came back, and didn't really do much around the house. Just kind of made do. I don't remember what we did for dinner. Not really all that important, but went to bed on Saturday and felt like I got a more restful night's sleep, and woke up yesterday and felt almost normal. Felt pretty good. Started to run out of steam toward the end of the day, and then started to feel uncomfortable again. Didn't really develop. So I've never been down in this area of town, and we've been close by here. There's a couple restaurants a little bit farther back there, but I've never been down in this area. This is a neat area. A lot of restaurants that I follow on Instagram and Twitter that I've never actually physically seen, and I'm seeing a lot of them. It's kind of cool. In those kind of weakened states and those periods of fatigue, which I did, even though I wasn't really feeling ill on Saturday, I definitely felt wiped out and fatigued, and just a little bit yesterday. I almost felt normal. Did most of the stuff I would normally do on Saturdays. Good day yesterday, but again, started having a little bit of self-doubt about some of the decisions I've made recently, and some of the actions that I've taken that now I have to live with. And I had a little bit of fear and doubt going through the weekend, which was unpleasant. I just had to keep reminding myself that I was kind of in a weakened state, and that all that would pass. The whole point of today's recording was, one, to just kind of mention that I am dealing with a little bit of fear and doubt, about my choice and my ability to see it through. But I still feel pretty confident with my decisions and that I am going to make it happen. So not letting that fear and doubt have an impact on my movement forward, and just not letting it get the better of me. And then 2, I started to have kind of maybe a relapse late last night and this morning. I wasn't really feeling dread about coming to the office, which on occasion I've talked about. You get past the weekend and I just don't want to go back to dealing with the things that I normally have to deal with, and really looking forward to making that transition and focusing on some more positive aspects of life, and not being in a situation where I have to address and solve other people's problems or perceived problems. So I woke up this morning and I did not feel very good. I did not get a good night's sleep last night. Actually, I felt very unsettled, uncomfortable. I didn't feel sick. I just felt very edgy and antsy all night. I did not fall into a restful sleep. I tossed and turned most of the night, and then even this morning I was just laying there, and then I finally was like, you know what, I'm just going to get up and attack the day. And as soon as I made that decision and kicked my feet over the side of the bed and stood up on the floor, I felt better. I was like, you know what, that's maybe what I needed. I just needed to move. I needed to get up and be active and work my way through what I needed to work my way through. And since then I felt better about everything. Now there's been a couple of things that have popped up in the office that had the possibility, the potential to throw me into a fit of rage, and I've done pretty well at neutralizing those and just dismissing them, and I feel good about that too. So some positives coming out of this weekend, where I didn't necessarily feel 100% myself and didn't feel as positive about